it's Jen for the Love of Iris. Thank you for joining me for another countdown to Christmas video. Today's project is this one. It is a beautiful card using some of the designer acetate and the vintage leaves and a die cut from the Christmas wreath. I don't even know what it's called, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's just a simple card, so let me show you how to make it. To save some time, I have pre-stamped and cut out the two leaves from the vintage leaves, and I'll show you which one it is. It is this one right here. The long, I don't know what kind of leaf it is. I can't know. It's this one right here. So I stamped it in Old Olive on mint macaron, and I cut it out. And the reason I did it in advance is because I do not have the dies for this, and for y'all to watch me fussy cut that would be absolutely ridiculous. So I did that. The paper that I have is mint macaron, and it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Cherry cobbler, which is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I have some of this lush acetate or window sheet, designer window sheet, and this is 4 by 5 1/8, and it comes either gold or silver, and you can choose whichever flavor your heart desires. And I don't know if you can see it, but right here, see how it's kind of wrinkly? It comes with its own protective backing on it, so before you use it, make sure that you peel that away, and that's to stop it from getting scratched or colored or whatever. So those are the papers. And then, of course, a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of thick whisper white scored at 5 1/2 to create a tent fold, top fold, whatever, card base. Okay, this is the Joy from Wondrous Wreath. It's this one right here. I cut it out of mint macaron, and I can't tell if you can see it. Yeah, you can. But I coated it with Wink of Stella. It's so pretty and shiny. So let me show you how to do it. To work with this acetate, some people are freaked out by it because you can't put adhesive on it because you'll be able to see it. So let me show you a couple tricks on how to work with this. First off, I'm going to peel off this protective sheet here. Go away. Alrighty, and I'm going to use the gold side on this because I think that it looks really pretty and it works well with the Wink of Stella, because the Wink of Stella has a little bit of a gold to it. Even though it's the clear Wink of Stella, it still has a bit of gold to it. So take your two leaves once you have stamped and cut them out and apply a bit of Tombow to them. And I'm using Tombow because it gives me some time to get it placed where I want it. And I can move it slightly. Whereas if I used snail, once it's down, and I want to make sure that I have it where I want it. Oh, see where I messed up? Shh, don't tell anyone. It's our secret. Because I tried it with Always Artichoke first, and I thought, oh, I can't like that color on there. It's too dark. So I changed it. Okay. And then just apply that to the acetate sheet. And then with our Joy, same thing. Let me get my, what you call it. Here it is. Here it is. What's that thing? Adhesive mat? I can't know. Y'all know what it's called. Just so I don't get goop everywhere. And I'm just applying a little bit of Tombow. I'm using Tombow because I like the fine tip glue pen, but when it seeps out, you can't erase it with the adhesive eraser or adhesive remover. So once it's stuck on there and the glue sticks out, it's stuck on there with glue sticking out. If your Tombow oozes out, you can erase it with the adhesive remover, even on the window sheet. So I prefer to use Tombow because it's got a small tip. You can get it just enough to where it's not gonna make a big old mess. And then you don't have to worry about seeing it once it dries. Once it dries, like see right here. Hold on, let me show you. Right here on the other side of this J, right there, there's some schmutz. So when it dries, I'm just going to erase it with my adhesive remover. And then no one will know. Well, everyone who watches this video will know, but nobody else. So don't tell anyone, okay? It's just not going to, we're not going to talk about it. Okay, now I need a piece, a scrap, here we go, of cherry cobbler and my owl punch. And I need 3 of the biggest eyeballs. 2, well, we'll do 4 because it's easier. And we are going to make these the Holly Berries. Holly Berry, she's pretty. You reckon her parents named her after this Christmas thing, Holly Berry? Is that her real name? I wonder. She's a beautiful lady. I like her when she was in the X-Men as Storm. Storm wasn't my favorite character, but I like Holly Berry. Her name's not Holly Berry. Her name's Halle Berry. I was being silly. Okay, so there is my holly berries. All right, now let me show you what you want to do to adhere this to your cherry cobbler. Now you can adhere it to your cherry cobbler. You can adhere it to your mint macaron. You can adhere it to green. You can adhere it to white. You can adhere it to whatever you want. Oh, that's pretty. You know what? I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I like that. Just plain old. Okay. So what I'm going to do is flip it over, and everywhere that there is cardstock on the leaves, on the berries, and on the word, I'm going to put adhesive. And that will give me enough security to glue down this window sheet. And, oops, look at what I did. Shh. And then I'm just going to dab where my letters are, because if it's, and it's going to dry clear if you make a mess, but try not to make too big of a mess, because then you won't be able to erase it because you won't be able to get to it. And then just glue this down. Yeah, I like the white. I think I might like the white better than I like the original. It's like when Coke made the new Coke, I didn't like it. I like the old, like the Coke Classic, but I think I like the new Joy, not the Joy Classic. I can't know. What do y'all think? Anyway, that is our Christmas project for today. So thank you for joining me, and I hope we'll see you next time. Bye.